Hey there, guys. I am so proud to share with you today three poems from this brand new anthology, Turn It Up, Music and Poetry from Jazz to Hip Hop. Um, we have 88 poets in here, three sections based on theme. So there's a section of jazz, poems about blues and rock, and then poems about hip hop. I thought I would read a poem from each of those sections just to give you a little taste. So the first one I'd like to read is called In Memoriam, John Coltrane. This is by Michael Stillman. Listen to the coal rolling, rolling through the cold, steady rain, wheel on wheel. Listen to the turning of the wheels this night, black as coal dust, steel on steel. Listen to these cars carry coal. Listen to the coal train roll. Shortest poem in the book, but so much to love about it. First of all, how do you make such a wonderful poem out of a bad pun on a man's name, Cole Train? Yet there's so much music in it. I love the sonics. Um, the long E's, wheel on wheel, steel on steel. The cars carry coal, all those harsh C sounds, but especially the heavy vowels at the beginning, those long O's. Listen to the coal rolling, rolling through the cold, steady rain. Um, they're the deepest pitches of any vowel, and they're heavy, like a train is heavy, like Coltrane's music is heavy. So lovely. Um, I also liked how this is a poem. It's actually in form. This is three haiku. Boom. Whoops. Boom. Three haiku. So here he is working within a set form, the way a musician can improvise within a form that's already set before them. Kind of nice. So that is Michael Stillman, In Memoriam, John Coltrane, from the jazz section. Now in the rock and blues section, I have a poem by Tony Hoagland called Are You Experienced? While Jimi Hendrix played Purple Haze on stage, scaling his guitar like a black cat up on a high-voltage psychedelic fence, I was in the parking lot of the rock festival, trying to get away from the noise and looking for my car because I wanted to have something familiar to throw up next to. The haze I was in was actually ultraviolet, the murky lavender of the pills I had swallowed several hundred years before. Pills that had answered so many of my questions, they might as well have been guided tours of miniature castles and museums, microscopic Sistine chapels with room for everybody inside. But now something was backfiring, and I was out on the perimeter of history, gagging at the volume of raw data, unable to recall the kind and color of the car that I owned, and unable to guess, as I studied the fresco of vomit on concrete, that one day this moment, cleaned up and polished, would itself become a kind of credential. All right, and so one last short poem by yours truly from the hip hop section. This is a sonnet called Rising Down, which is a song by The Roots from 2008. So, Rising Down. It's not what you'd expect to hear when you go to the mall, but there it is, the repeated chime to shake us out of our slumber. Hello, 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 hello. The rhythm creeps along, the opposite of the shoppers rushing from store to store, balancing ziggurats of boxes in this season of want. Yeah, so what? It's 80 degrees in Alaska. Just airbrush the ice back in. You still need to get your super laser blaster retaliator. So go ahead and pay, then hold out your hands to receive this future that you've bought. And no offense, sir, I don't mean to be drastic, but how you want it bagged, paper or plastic? So those are three poems from Turn It Up. Lovely anthology. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. We've got great blurbs from Billy Collins and Allison Joseph on the back. I couldn't be happier. So, if you know someone who loves music, if you know someone who loves poetry, if you love music and poetry, uh, go ahead and check this out. Thanks, guys, for listening, and maybe I'll see you on another one of these. All right. So long. Stay safe.